Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to KNR Constructions Limited Q4 FY24 earnings conference call. This conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company, which are based on the beliefs, opinions, and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements are not the guarantees of future performance and involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participants' lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. K. Venkata Ramrao, GM Finance and Accounts, KNR Construction Limited. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today on the call to discuss the financial results for the Q4 FY24 and for the year 2024. Along with me, I have Mr. K. Jalandhar Reddy, Executive Director and Strategic Growth Advisors, our Investor Relations Advisors. We have uploaded results in the investor presentation on the stock exchanges as well as on our company website. I hope everyone got an opportunity to go through it. We would like to touch upon a few key company updates and industry events, post which we will have a question and answer session. I would now like to share our perspective on significant industry development. In the fiscal year 2023-24, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highway achieved a milestone by constructing 12,349 kilometers of national highways, marking the second highest achievement in its history. For the upcoming year, the momentum is likely to continue with more commitment to project completion and number of projects in the pipeline and increased government funding. This is corroborated by the more spent of around rupees 545 billion on highway construction in April 2024, which is 20% of its annual allocated capex. For the year 2024-25, an industry research report predicts a 5 to 8% increase in road construction activity, which translates to an estimated 13,000 kilometers of the new roads to be built. This is further backed by the 100 days plan shared by the MoRTH. This plan is to be implemented after the incoming of the new government. The plan also includes construction of over 1,700 kilometers of the highway in the first 3 months post-election and award contract for the over 3,000 kilometers of the project highway. This is indeed very motivating for the industry. For FY24, NHAI spent 99.98% of the revised capital expenditure allocation of rupees 2.6 trillion, whereas as on the award from the ministry was able to award a total of 8,551 kilometers for FY23-24. The road construction is one of the country's priority. India's Road Secretary has unveiled plan to integrate an additional 6,000 kilometers of the high-speed highways into the country's road network. This ambitious endeavor aims to enhance connectivity and improve transportation efficiency across the nation, benefiting both urban and remote areas. Monetization continues to be important for both NHAI and MoRTH. Both the agencies have progressed well on this parameter. NHAI has exceeded expectation in FY24 by raising rupees 40,314 crores through various assets monetization channels, surpassing the target of rupees 28,868 crores. Notably, NHAI assets monetization endeavors have now crossed rupees 1 trillion mark. Further, NHAI identified 33 highway stretches of a total of rupees 2,741 kilometers for monetization in the fiscal year 2025, and MoRTH has set a target of rupees 600 billion from the assets monetization in FY25. Now coming to the key updates of the company, the percentage of physical progress as of March 31st, 2024 for the HAM project is as under: Magadi to Somwarpet around 83%, Odanchatram to Martakulam around 99%, Ramanattukara to Valanchery approximately 73%, Valanchery to Capricorn approximately 75%, and Chittoor to Tachur is 51%. As of March 31st, 2024, the company has already invested rupees 488 crores out of rupees 999 crores revised equity requirement for the 8 existing HAM assets. The additional equity requirement for 504 crores to be infused as 350 crores, 90 crores and 64 crores for FY25, 26, 27 respectively. You can refer to the slide number 28 of the investor presentation for the detail on each HAM project. During the year Q4 FY24, the company received a claim amount of rupees 135 crores towards principal and rupees 109 crores towards interest, which were shown in the revenue and other income respectively. And the expenses related to such claim of rupees 27 crores and tax of around 54 crores also accounted as other expenses and current tax. During Q4 FY24, the company has made a provision towards impairment of equity of around 55 crores and towards doubtful advance of 32 crores and towards doubtful trade receivables of around 10 crores for one of its subsidiary company, that is KNR Muzaffarpur Baroni Tollways Private Limited, as the toll collection of the project is not sufficient to recover the cost of the maintenance and the debt obligation which were included in other expenses. And the above two items were included in result for Q4 and the impacted result to that extent. In Q4 FY24, rupees 9.6 crores collected as a toll for Bihar project for that Muzaffarpur and Baroni, and for FY24 the total toll collection is rupees 41.3 crores. The company received 10th February 2024 as a appointed date for the 6th laning of Nerupadi to Samvarpadu, which is a part of Bengaluru-Vijayawada Economic Corridor. This project is a greenfield highway awarded by the NHAI on HAM model under Bharatmala Pariyojana Phase 1 in the state of Andhra Pradesh. We are still awaiting the appointed date for NHAI for 2 our HAM project in the state of Karnataka, namely KNR Sringanganatha and KNR Kaveri Limited. The appointed date is yet to be declared. Now coming to the order book position, as of March 31st, 2024, the company has a total order book position of rupees 5,305 crores. This can be bifurcated as 60% for the EPC road project, HAM project, and 19% the total order book is for irrigation project, and balance 21 is for pipeline project. The client-wise bifurcation is 61% is order book from the third party and the balance 39 from the captive consumption. Out of 61% of order book of third party is skewed between state government contract of 50%, there are 9% from central government and balance 2% from other private players. The order book includes the water supply project in 26 ULBs and sewerage project in 4 ULBs under Amrit 2 awarded by the government of Telangana, amounting to approximately 1105 crores, which is awarded during Q4 FY24. Keynote that this order book does not include contract aggregating to 1200 crores as we have not received the appointed date for 2 HAM projects. If we include this, the order book will increase to 6,505 crores. The current order book position remains stable and provides visibility of execution of over around 1.5 years. We are optimistic for new project awarding activities after the results are out and the new government takes chair. The company is targeting an order inflow of 2,000 to 3,000 crores during the next quarter, and however the total order inflow for FY24 is targeting around 5,000 to 6,000 crores. The sustainable growth remains our priority and de-risking an essential part of our strategy. This provides a shield against potential downturn and unexpected events. We continue to explore new geographical and undertake unconventional projects like irrigation, metro, tunneling, railway, mining, solar, etc. This move is not only to safeguard against any uncertainty but also ensure a more stable and sustainable growth trajectory in the dynamic business landscape. As of now, the receivables from the Telangana government amount to roughly 800 crores, which include portion awaiting certification. Now let me take you through the Q4 FY24 and FY24 standalone financial performance first, followed by the consolidated financial highlights. I will start with quarterly highlights first. The revenue for the quarter has growth of around 12% year on year to rupees 1,315 crores. EBITDA for Q4 FY24 is stable at 1 year on year growth to rupees 214 crores as compared to 212 crores in Q4 FY23. EBITDA remain in Q4 FY24 is at 16.3%. Net profit for the quarter was 198 crores, vis-a-vis to 129 crores in Q1 FY23. Now coming to FY24 highlights. The revenue for FY24 is 4,900 crores with growth by 9% year on year. EBITDA for FY24 witnessed the growth of 3% to 701 crores as compared to 722 crores in FY23. EBITDA margin in the FY24 stood at 17.1%. Net profit for FY24 was rupees 494 crores as compared to rupees 499 crores in FY23, which includes 138 crores of exceptional profit booked during FY23 on account of sale of our Sriham project. Now coming to the consolidated financial performance, I will start with the quarterly highlight first. The company recorded a year-on-year growth of 14% in total revenue for rupees 12,045 crores in Q4 FY23 to 1,410 crores in Q4 FY24. EBITDA came at rupees 375 crores in Q4 FY24, vis-a-vis rupees 246 crores in Q4 FY23. EBITDA remained in the current quarter stood at 26.5%. Profit after tax stood at rupees 341 crores in Q4 FY24, vis-a-vis rupees 142 crores in Q4 FY23, a growth of around 140%. Moving on FY24 highlights. The revenue for FY24 grew by 9% year on year to rupees 4,430 crores. EBITDA for FY24 was rupees 1,048 crores as compared to rupees 917 crores in FY23, registering 14% growth. EBITDA margin for FY24 stood at 23.10%. Net profit improved. The external profit grew by 21% year on year to rupees 752 crores. Now moving on the standalone balance sheet, the company continued to maintain a strong balance sheet. The working capital days stood at 89 days as on 31st March 2024 and 67 days as on 31st March 2023 due to higher irrigation receivables in March 24. The consolidated debt as of March 24 is rupees 1,220 crores as compared to rupees 610 crores as of March 23. The net debt to equity on consolidated basis as of March 31, 2024 stands at 0.34 times. With this, we open the floor for question and answer. You can add the Jalandhar, sir.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Mohit Kumar from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Mr. Mohit?
Madam, hello? Hello?
Yes, yes. Hello?
The next question is from the line of Alok Deore from Motilal Oswal. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Yeah.
Thanks for the opportunity. Sir, just had few questions. First, on the order inflow, which has been pretty subdued, and your order book is nearly at around 6,500. So what's the thought on the order inflow for, how are we seeing the order inflow for FY25, and what could be the execution now, or any guidance on the execution for FY25 and 26 based on the current order backlog? Because even within this 1,200 crore worth of projects are not under execution, not received the appointed date. So just if you could throw some color on that.
Jalandhar sir is there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 1 second. One second, just. Sir, yeah, definitely in respect of, right now we have order book of around 6,500 crores. And the visuality is actually how now we are looking in order book is that definitely for next quarter actually we target to achieve between 2,000 to 3,000 crores of order book definitely, and year our target is around 5,000 to 6,000 crores is order book. So just now Jalandhar sir also has joined. He will also give the order book. Yeah, guidance and that. Hello sir. Yeah. Hello sir.
Hello sir. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Sir, it's good afternoon. I think you are in discussion about order book issues. So I think then after election, I think there will be a lot of tenders which are going to come, which we are also eagerly waiting for. Highway sector concerned. We are also started partners to participate into BOT toll projects, so that we will be the minor partner and developer portions we will be giving in a bigger stake, and EPC we will take as a major part. So in that way we are sorting out the things. So there the BOT toll, why I am preferring BOT toll is that there could be some good price which could come up, and later we exit our minor portion also. So that is the strategy for going forward for this. And apart from that, HAM projects anyhow will be bidding them. Apart from that, sir, we have already started MOUs with Nagarjuna Constructions Limited, NCC, for metros, participation of metro, and major irrigation projects also we have started one MOU with NCC. So these two areas now we are proceeding, sir. I think first we are going to place in Bhubaneswar metro we are placing along with NCC, and most of other also online, sir. And railway bids also we are considering, even mining bids also we are considering. So going forward, the target is about say 5,000 to 6,000 crores. Immediately we need to recoup the order, which we are trying to do it. Apart from that, I think we are sorting some sort of, we are having some of the discussions with that MSRDC main contractors who have got. So we will take some one project at least from that portion. That's what we are now in discussion with. Once we get onto that, I think we will also be comfortable to announce that.
Sure, sir. So this year, based on the orders which we have, what kind of growth we are looking at for FY25? What revenue numbers we are looking at?
Sir, actually, FY25 is going to be a little bit dull, I believe. I am also not a bit confident of, because all these orders we take, and when they get started and all, then there will be a big issues. But however, that Mysuru project is not yet started up as of now. Only that Ongolu project is started from out of that. And again, then the 1,200 crores which we backed out of is that micro irrigation project, Public Health Department. That is also is going to start now. So with all that, I think really if we go, that's the last year figure, that is the greatest thing what we can do in this. We'll try our best in this. And again, the Kerala projects and all in the May month only it is started. 1st of May the rain is started. So it's going on as of now. Then unseasonal rains also little bit bothering us. So little bit challenging on this year is there, sir. With some ifs and buts, I think we'll be able to deliver the last year figure only. So going forward, I think 16 and or 2026 would be that would do great. That's what I'm thinking.
Sure. And sir, in terms of margins, we expect it to be in the 16-17% range?
So actually, it depends on the quality of the orders which we intake. Definitely, I should always focus on such results. After bagging the orders, then we will try to again come back on this, sir.
No problem. Thank you, sir. That's all from my side.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Jitendra Shi from Axis Capital. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for taking my question. So my first question is on the partnership which you are talking about with NCC, where you will do micro projects and irrigation projects. So what kind of, and also in BOT toll, where you will be a small minor partner and then you will do 100% EPC and probably will sell your stake on project that operational. So in the BOT toll, you are looking for a partner. So who will be your major partner there, sir?
So few projects we have discussed with this Cube, and second one is under discussion, sir. It's not yet concluded. I think Cube is started now. I think after election we will be depending on the bid size and all, then we will go for MOUs. We are also getting qualification up to 2,500 crore direct participation into toll projects. So basically, another version is there that around 74% will be held with Cube.
Large part, the major part.
Our Cube is offering one more method that they wanted us to give the EPC bid and they want to be the entire developer for that actually. So even that is being sorted out.
So what? Sorry, can you please pardon? I missed it. What
clarity is going to achieve in another couple of 10 to 15 days. We'll get more clarity on this. And sir, this is the method which we are sorting. The partners, I think Cube is now almost discussed and it is in conclusion. And the rest are other parties which are under discussion.
So basically, one project you are going to trying to bid with Cube and another couple of projects through other partners, right?
Yeah, like that, sir.
And sir, with NCC, what would be your portion? Like, so NCC already major player in the micro segment.
Kind of arrangements only, sir. I think 51. If I do the project, I'll take 51. If he takes my 51%, project, he'll take 51. Like that, we have started. The MOU between us.
So EPC also would be done in equal share.
Take a back-to-back entire thing and we'll do ourselves. And if there is any project win by them, they want from us, they will take from us and they'll do it fully.
Okay, so it's more of a JV where 100% EPC you will do in one project and probably another 100% they will do that way.
They will do kind of that way.
Okay. And sir, in terms of the other sectors in the opening remarks,
also we have spoken with for some tunneling projects and all. I think MOU is yet to do. We are under discussion. Almost he said okay, one bid he have offered also. One bid we have done. We were not successful, but upcoming we will.
But sir, in irrigation, you are already qualified. What I understand, you are already qualified. Why you need to go for a partnership with NCC for irrigation projects?
Irrigation projects, wherein we will be requiring some expertise. Minor portions I will be requiring a partner. Some portions actually. There are actually dams and power house we have not completed, no? Once we complete 90%, that certificate is useful for us.
Dams and lift irrigation you said, right?
Yeah, lift irrigation and everything.
Lift irrigation which will complete will be for you. And sir, just on the tender pipeline, so
certificate is valid, that is the problem. Until such time, we have to depend on it.
So on the tender pipeline, can you highlight what is the current outstanding tender pipeline which we have bid for and when it will open, and any targeted tender pipeline which you are planning to bid for?
Target wali pipeline to kuch hai nahi, sir. There were some irrigation tenders were there in Telangana, but I think if the government is saying so, what view they will take, I don't know really.
Abhi sir, anything
in irrigation sector, we gave the bids and they are not opened and it is kept pending almost by 6 months onwards.
Okay.
So once they open only, we will know, but whether they will open or they will go for re-tendering, which we don't know. In fact, after extension, we have given extension. We'll have to see that.
Is there so right now there is no outstanding tender pipeline. We will be bidding everything afresh now going forward.
Yes, sir, going forward. Actually,
okay, sir. Thank you.
There is a lot of gap that has come up in the last year's order inflows, and aggression was there, so winning was a bit challenging. So I think going forward, that's why we are not completely depending on highways. We are starting tunneling projects.
Solar also you mentioned, mining. Solar EPC also you mentioned. Can you joint venture with any partners for solar EPC?
Solar EPCs, I don't require a partner. I am qualifying directly.
Achha, you are qualified directly.
Yeah.
And mining also you are qualified directly. What I'm
The kind of
the person you are speaking with has put your phone on hold. Please stay on.
Okay. Okay, sir. That's it from my side. Thank you and all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Sir, just to dwell on the same thing in terms of the order inflow and the execution that we are looking at for FY25 and 26. So broadly trying to understand first the 6,500 odd crore. So obviously 2 HAM projects we haven't received the appointed date. So also help me when we are likely to get the appointed date, and out of that how much execution we can look at in FY25. So that is one aspect. So removing that, the remaining 5,300 crore order book, out of that how much we can do execution in FY25?
Yeah, actually FY25 is concerned, I think most of the order books should be executed by this time. Because I think Kerala projects and all other projects, they are likely to be completed in coming year only. In fact, I think after June, July, I think they are on extension also. Because of some excessive rains and there were some school issues and all that. So with extension we have taken. So I think those all need to be completed in this year end, most of them. Except in that, the payments not received in the irrigation portion. So we have put a court case on it, get the payment, because we cannot wait for a long time that the government should resolve, and we will not be, if they don't pay and all, again we'll have issues. So that's why we have even gone to the court for that payment. So I think if they don't continue to pay us, or they don't show any courtesy to pay us, then we'll have to stop that project also. So there little bit ifs and buts are there. That's why I am a little bit not comfortable on giving the right figures in this year's execution.
But this irrigation, when we are saying we are going to court, this is for package 4 we are talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Package 4 and package 5. I think partially we are receiving the same. 3 is there is outstanding is not much, so we are doing it. No problem.
Okay. And for the 2 HAM projects, when we are likely to get the appointed date, and how much execution we can look at in FY25?
Sir, sorry, sir. Like 2 packages, sir. I think because of these elections and all, then there is only 50% land is acquired, 45% land in one other project. So I think they said after election code is completing, I think all the officers will be put on job, and 1.5 months they will clear on that. So expecting somewhere in July and or August second week. Kind of that.
The participant got disconnected. Thank you. The next question is from the line of Parvez Qazi from Nuvama Group. Please go ahead.
Hi. Good afternoon, sir. Couple of questions from my side. Sorry, I joined a bit late, so apologize if these questions have been answered. What is our total pending receivables from the Telangana irrigation projects?
Sir, total pending receivables is 600. Certified receivables is 600 crores, and with all uncertified put together is around 800 crores.
Got it. Secondly, in terms of how much equity we still need to put in our HAM projects, and if you could give us how much do we need to infuse in FY25 and 26?
Sir, we have to put around 500 crores actually further equity in our HAM project. So out of that, around 350 crores in this year actually, FY25, and around 90 crores in FY26, and balance 64 crores in FY25.
Got it. And lastly, in this quarter results, there were a lot of claims, etc. And in your results, we have given detailed notes on accounts regarding what proportion or what has been accounted in terms of revenues, taxes, other expenses, etc. If we adjust for all those one-offs in terms of revenues, other expenses, etc., then our EBITDA margin seems to be quite low, in single digit. Is that a fair understanding, or are we wrong?
Not right. If you exclude all these things actually, one-off, even then our EBITDA for this quarter is 17.24, and for the year is 17.4. So I think there is some miscalculation in the working that we can have discussed separately, and I will clarify you.
Sure. That's it from my side, and all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shubham Shelar from IDBI Capital. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Sir, in terms of order inflow, we mentioned 2 things. That for FY25, 5 to 6,000 odd crore, and further we mentioned in 2 to 3 months we are expecting targeting 2 to 3,000 odd crores of orders. So is this the initial 2-3 months order inflow target is linked with the 100 days plan of MORT?
Yeah, total year we have planned for 5,000 to 6,000 crores, sir, and immediately we are targeting in 2 to 3,000 crores. So that is our target actually.
Not that, sir, entire 5 to 6,000 crore has to be achieved in this year, and whichever is possible, we are trying to flow in and get that.
Okay. So, actually, my purpose of asking this question is this 2 to 3,000, the target is heavy, zeroed down to particular sectors where exactly it will be coming, or it is open as of now?
It is open as of now, but we are exploring in all the sectors, like our sir told that metro, BOT toll, HAM, railway, mining, solar. So all these sectors are there. That's why we have achieved that. We are planning to achieve that target.
Okay. Right, sir. And then this, the MORT target of 100 days, the 3,000 odd kilometers which you mentioned to be awarded in 100 days in your initial commentary. So are the tenders out in the market, or this will start fresh after the new government formation happens, the ministry allocation happens? After that, things will move.
Definitely, they have targeted actually 2,700 kilometers, but that has to yet to come. Once this new government will form, and they have already made 100 days plan of around 1,700 kilometers of the highways actually. So that definitely plans are there. So they have post-election, we expect that this should be materialized.
So we'll have to see only whether they come up with HAM or, as I heard, mostly I am hearing that they will go with toll. Only that we should notice that. And after are going to come, there is no problem with that.
Got it, sir. Got it. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all the participants, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. Should you have a follow-up question, we will request you to rejoin the queue. The next question is from the line of Prem Khurana from Anand Rathi. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for taking my questions. Sir, I want to understand a little better on this transaction or the arrangement that you want to have with the Cube Highways. So I think, at least in last quarter, the thought process was we would go as a preferred construction partner. We don't intend to invest in these assets. And if I heard you right today.
First preference is given for that.
Okay.
In that case, if it is required 20-25% of the portion, we can participate right now, and later we can close it up. That's what we are thinking.
Okay.
So
but then
open for that also, because to open up more opportunities for the company only. That's it. It will only give us more play area.
Sure. But then, sir, so just to clarify, if Cube is open to give it to you without any equity commitment, does it mean, the margins could be a little lower, because obviously then you are a pure subcontractor versus, if you commit money, they'll let you make some more money. Is it the thought process, or which is why, you're open to consider that investment, or, why?
What it is that the Cube has an understanding, they made a first understanding that let me give the EPC contract for that, and as that price is fixed for that for me, and we shall do the project in time and give them.
Okay, sure.
Understanding. But we are also certain few partners which they are not getting qualification. There are new developers who have come, so they are not getting qualification. So what they want us to do is that they want to take our strength and bid. So I'm taking 26% partnership.
Sure.
And complementing the bids.
And exit commitment would be decided even before we get into even before the asset is completed.
According to the bidding criteria only, that the eligibility criteria. How much ever I have to contribute at this stage. Later I may quit out of that kind of thing.
Sure. No. So I want to understand. Let's say whenever you decide to exit the 26% that is with you, and you want to sell it to the other partner, right? The exit value would be decided beforehand, or it will be done at the time when the project is complete, you have COD in place? And
we are discussing that only. We want them that way. What I'm saying, I'll come as a partner, but I may not be able to do a major portion. Equity also, you may give in my name, and so I can give in at the time of giving it, but later after my completion of the project, final completion of the project, I may offer to get back my equity and then quit. So with a fixed interest rate which they are offering, or at the time of that valuations they'll do, and realistic valuations they'll do, and then they'll do some sort of NPA calculations to get out of it.
Sure. And so on this NCC
options are there, sir, which are safe for the company, which we would like to close. upon.
Sure, sir. And so on the NCC arrangement
The other thing is for us is to get the EPC business. That is only target which I am looking at now.
True. Sure. And the second was on this NCC arrangement that you have, how would we decide, who would get to keep the EPC part? So let's say, if there's a project in the market and you both want to have that project, there could be a situation where an NCC would say, I want to keep it, and you could also, there could be a situation with you wherein you say, I want to keep it. So how would you decide? Because you said, we'll decide beforehand, and which is how accordingly we'll structure it, wherein I'll own majority and I'll get to keep, and where there are NCC decides to wants to have the EPC, they'll take the majority. But there could be some sort of disagreement, some project wherein, if you both are interested, how would the arrangement work there?
So what it is, we have that Bhubaneswar, I'll tell you an example with the Bhubaneswar project. There are 3 packages in it, that is Bhubaneswar Metro, which we are now placing on 6th of this month, I think, coming month. So there, this is in one project, KNR is doing. If we win 2 projects, one will be done by NCC, one will be done by KNR. And we are choosing my project, this is my project, so the rest of it is project, like that.
Oh, okay. Sure. And so I missed your comment on the irrigation receivable. If you could help me understand, and by when do you expect the 600, especially for the package for, because a large part of this is already certified, which essentially means, the government has already acknowledged the payment is due. When do we expect this money to kind of come to us, and how would this shape up our pace of execution at irrigation projects, because the money has been stuck for a while now?
Yes, sir. What happened? We have given as a court case for we are not receiving this payment. Please make us to get the payment along with the interest also. We have already given in the court for getting that as a claim. Then what happened? There was a discussion with the department saying that the NABARD loan which was there, now that is not active. So whether they are going to make it active or whether they will pay from their own budgeted allocation, which has to be decided by the current government. I think they said after these elections we will try to resolve this. That's what they said. But however, we could not wait for so long time. We've been waiting for 1.5 years now. So we have given a court case for that, because it's a huge amount, so we cannot take risk for that.
Sure. And since we've taken them to the court, does it mean, the work would stop now, or how would this work? We still have 1,000 crores.
Actually, sir, according to the thing which now we are continuing only, we have not stopped it. But we are just waiting for the decision to come out from the government of Telangana on the NABARD funded projects.
Sure. So I have one more. Can I ask, or can I can come back in the queue if you want?
Go on, sir. You can finish.
Sure. Just one last, I think Venkat sir in opening remarks said, we are expecting some 2,000, 3,000 crore rupees of order by June itself, which is essentially, we are almost there. Is it fair to assume, there is some project wherein, already at advanced stages to kind of get that project in place, which is why you would commit 2,000, 3,000 crore by June. And is it fair to assume, this is, we have some sort, I did some sort of arrangement with someone, who's been able to manage the success with some project at MSRDC, which is why you're confident that.
MSRDC, they are under discussion with the major players who have got the project to take back-to-back contracts with them and do it. Because I am also not having the qualification to win into that MSRDC, because they were asking express highways completion. So I haven't done any express highway as of now. Only that Greenfield Express Highway now I am doing, which are not yet completed. So they are on the around 50-60% only the progress. So once that is until such time, I am also thinking if they give us a back-to-back arrangement, the contract, at least 40-50% of the certificate, official certificate, I would get it. So that's why I want to work as a subcontract also for this. So we are now under discussion with various players.
Okay.
Recently only, 3 days ago, they have opened the tender. They have announced the L1s and all. So I think couple of discussions are going on, sir. I think as we conclude, I think definitely we'll come back to you.
Actually, I told next quarter actually, not by June.
Yeah, sorry, next quarter. And how could the margins be different with these MSRDC projects, because these will be subcontract, let's say, compared to when we go and...
Definitely the margins are a little bit diluted, sir. There's no doubt in that. Actually, this one I want to do for the company's future, because now the time is going to be for express highways only. You might have seen a lot of greenfield highways they are doing, NHAI, and all the major cities they are being connected with express highways only they are now planning. So I think it's better choice to do one project under someone also. If you get the experience, that is going to be further rocking for us. So I think it will be added advantage to the company for future participations.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much. This is really helpful, and all the very best for future.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mohit Kumar from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir, and thanks for the opportunity. So my question is on the, and again, the Cube tie-up. Is it a blanket tie-up? Are you going to evaluate each and every project which is up there for the bidding, or is it for the few selective projects which you're looking for? And is it fair to assume that you look only for the southern-based project, not the pan-India, list?
No, actually, the BOT tolls really would like to restrict myself to be in southern part of India. Maybe UP, Bihar also I am considering to go. But northeast part of India I am not interested, because there are also likely projects could come up, but the traffic regularities are very heavy there, and the working season is very less. So delivering timely also there are difficulties there. So rest of the areas we can think of doing it. But first preference is given to southern part of India, so that we have everything under control there.
Sir, I believe the Cube Highways we are looking to bid for each and every project, right? BOT project.
Yeah, definitely. They said first refusal choice we will give you. That's what he said. Let me speak.
Oh, giving first time refusal. Okay.
You will identify the project with them actually, and that project will be exclusive with us also.
Okay, understood, sir. And so what is the BOT pipeline as you see today? Is it fair to say it's around 35,000 crore worth?
Around, I have seen around, we have selected almost around 12 projects. 12 projects we have selected. About all 2,000, 3,000, ranging from that actually. There are a couple of projects on 1,000, 1,050 also, 500 also, but most of them are a bit above this thing, 2,000 to 3,000, even 4,000 crore projects also there. Yeah. But I am not eligible, so I may take a partner. And then all the order book, it is only the question that, okay, you get one project, it is 3,000, 3,500. It is cutting our most of the problems.
Yes, my last question on the solar opportunity. How do you think about EPC solar? Is it going to be a big part of your pipeline, or you are looking at very few projects that will not contribute meaningfully to the top line? Why I'm asking this question, because solar EPC, the margins will be between a single digit, right?
Sir, actually, I have participated in 2-3 tenders. They were disasters. Actually, I was somehow we managed to get onto top 4. But when it is done with the auction opportunity, the reverse auction, that reverse auction, we were a big failure there. That's the major thing. And the prices they went at, I think, not even single digit profit is there. So I think a little bit bigger league is going to help in this. That's what I'm thinking now.
Understood. So you're going to be very selective.
Testing water is running on that side.
Understood. Thank you and all the best, sir. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all the participants, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. The next question is from the line of Varani from Avendus Spark. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My first question is on the FY24 adjusted revenue EBITDA PAT. Can you tell me that? Like adjusted for all the claims, one-offs, impairments, everything. So can you give me the FY24 revenue EBITDA and PAT adjusted?
So FY24, if you say revenue will be actually 3,955 crore, 3,955 crores. And EBITDA will be 690 crores. And percentage is 17.4%. And PBT will be 573 crores.
Okay.
And PAT will be 440 crores.
Okay. And when we are saying that we'll achieve a flat kind of performance in FY25 in revenues, we are talking about this 3,955 crore base.
Yeah, correct.
And margins would be lower than 17.4 achieved in FY25?
So as sir told, because margin is based on what are the projects we are getting. So existing projects are there, even new HAM projects. We have quoted little bit aggressively to get these 3 new HAM projects. So definitely to maintain that even 70% margin is really challenging. But our guidance is between 15 to 16%. Definitely we could be able to deliver.
Okay. My last question is on the BOT projects. Can you refresh us on the some of the important parameters on BOT? Like in the earlier cycle, we used to remember the qualification criteria would be based on net worth, the complete exit is after a few years. So what are the now parameters which are important like that? Have they changed or are they similar?
Because this model concession agreement actually, it has to get actually. They have sent for to offer the comments, but still it has not been finalized actually. So once this agreement is going to be finalized, so definitely we can able to tell actually what is there in old one and new one. So as of now,
broadly it will be 25-year concession period.
That's why it depends upon the project actually, how they are saying. Some is 20 years. So definitely it is not like 15 years. It will be 20 years and above. So they have given some relaxation for termination payment also. So these differences are there actually, but it is yet to be. They have expert. They have offer for comments from all the stakeholders. So once this comment will come and it will be finalized, then we will come back to you.
And qualification is based on whoever holds the highest revenue share. How will it be this time?
Definitely based on that only actually, revenue share only.
Is the same?
It is the same only.
Revenue share.
Yeah.
And the exit will be after 1 year or 3 years? Exit by the equity partner, developer?
That has to see actually. It has not yet, this document has not yet come for in public domain. It is just only they are they have asked for the comments actually.
Okay. No problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please limit your questions to 1 per participant. The next question is from the line of Ankita Shah from Elara. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. What is the timeline expected for the receivables that are pending from Telangana?
Actually, ma'am, that the new government is yet to decide on that. These are having that NABARD loan thing. So whether they're going to resolve the NABARD thing with the loan thing with the banks and then central government, or they will allot from their budget, which the decision is yet to be taken after this election only. So we are waiting literally for this decision to come out.
Okay. Any other large receivables apart from this in the trade receivables?
Other large receivables, there is nothing. Only pending is only with this.
Other than this, actually, HAM receivables are there around 695 crores, but that we have not drawing the debt because as of March also we are having the sufficient cash flow. So based on our cash flow requirement at the parent level, we will draw the money. But that's why the hand receivables is not a challenge.
Okay. And any claims or adjustments further are you expecting in the near term?
There are very few claims which we are expecting them under Viwas se Vishwas. There have been some deferment with the NHAI. As per that Viwas se Vishwas, they are not supposed to touch the award issues. But in few of our projects, like in AP07, which is an annuity model Telangana project, they have said that they have said certain claims were not reasonable, so we will cut down. So the cutting down we have not accepted. If they resolve, I think the legal division is viewing it very differently. How can you touch when it was not asked to touch the award issues? Because once it is awarded means it is awarded by an expert agency like administrative tribunal. So there, even some places that AP07 which I am talking about, that single bench is also we won the case in single bench also. Now it is with the double bench court. So once these issues are there, they cannot go into the challenging the award portion. Which they are doing, that way we are not accepting that. I think the legal division is after that. To resolve with the technical division. If it is resolved, we may get it, or otherwise we will get through the courts itself. So except that, I think there is not much. No.
Okay. Thank you so much, and wish you all the very best.
There are small claims from Orissa is there, and AS18 is also there. Around AS18 also, that is there in the courts only. That will go with courts. AS18 is signed we are getting. AS15 we are not getting. We are getting from court only.
One AS15 actually Assam project. For that we have signed a supplementary agreement, and around our portion is around 70 crores that we will get in this coming quarter. Another AS18 and this AP7 that we are not accepted, and we have gone to the court.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Faisal Hawa from HG Hawa and Company. Please go ahead.
Sir, on the railway part, can we expect something to happen soon, or will that also take time? And from your experiences with solar, do you mean to say that most people are bidding at negative margins, or there are no margins at all?
According to me, there was no margins at this time. Whatever the bids I had examined, literally no margins.
Okay. And about the railways, sir?
Railways, actually, sir, that we are now placed on one bid, I think. Another bid we are going to face in coming couple of months. That was there was also a little bit aggression was there. I have seen. There some aggression now.
Okay. So, I mean, do we now have to jump the old policy of and going for orders at all costs, and or will you still maintain the discipline that you have shown over so many years?
As of now, we were trying to maintain our discipline, sir, but I think the now market is teaching everybody a different lesson. Because of that, lot of job scarcity that is there in the space. So definitely there is a little bit aggression is there in this. So unless if you cut down a little bit margins like 2, 3, 4%, definitely it may not be possible for you to win the job at all. So that's why we have taken some calls by which we were successful in that Mysuru and the Gongodu bids. And going forward, we would like to cut down our margins by 3 to 4%, I think.
So,
yes, sir.
So, price tend to have to turn around equipment.
Sir, we cannot hear you.
You are not audible, sir.
Sir, your line is not audible.
Voice is breaking.
Please rejoin the queue. Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vinit from Investec. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Sir, just wanted to clarify that we are not eligible for any expressway projects?
Not eligible for?
Any expressway.
Bidding for any expressway projects?
Actually, sir, NHA is not asking any special criteria for expressways.
Okay.
But the MSRDC, they put that they need only express highways to be there.
Okay. So does that mean that we are not completely out of the race for any state government expressway projects, but it will depend on a case-to-case basis, depending on whatever the terms of the bidding are?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shikha Doshi from Axis Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Sir, I would like to ask, what is the capex that you expect for FY25?
Actually, this year we did around 80 crores of capex, sir, because if definitely further for 25 it is based on when we are getting this project actually. So as of now, the capex requirement is not there, only regular capex we have to incur. But if suppose we are getting some big project actually immediately, so definitely then capex requirement will be there. But we are expecting somewhere around 100 to 120 crores will be there actually.
Okay. And so at around, could you give an approximate amount that we are expecting from this Vivad Se Vishwas scheme for FY25?
Right. Vivad Se Vishwas, we are signed only one agreement as of now, so we are expecting around 70 crores out of that. So right now one is there which we are expecting in this year, and others is anyway we have gone to the court actually. So that when it will come depends upon the outcome from the court proceedings only.
So this is expected in the first half or the second half of the year?
Mostly in first half because we already signed that agreement. So we expected in first half it should come.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. As there are no further questions from the participants, that will be the last question for the day. I will now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comment. Over to you, sir.
Yes, thanks. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all for joining us on this call. Please reach out to our investor relations consultant, strategic growth advisor, or us directly should you have any further clarification. We can now close the call. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. On behalf of KNR Constructions Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.